Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go at Mile High. There's Kavontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early, put a fear of God into this defense.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's going to get caught up after a gain of maybe a yard. So they're going to be stuck with 2nd and 14. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll work against the blitz. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Short pass brought in. They got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. We're going for it here. Run with Gray. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
got a smile on my face up here in the booth, Kate, because they just took one of the more unsung heroes and put him in a position not just to succeed on this play, but to be the guy everyone could celebrate when he converts.
Running right side by Moore. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. That run good for 8. Now they've got 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. They'll throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Send this away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Finds him over the middle. Space on the right, and he's got room. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Moore going in motion left.
1st down, Kansas City.
1st down, play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Winds up and chucks this deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
They'll go to the option on 2nd down. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line. defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Taken down at the 49.
Here he goes, third and long. That's caught by Hubbard. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. Fourth down, pass coming. Hits him on the out route. He's got it. That's going to be a first and more. And they're going to have goal to go as he's stopped at the 6. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Running right. Here's Hubbard. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Hoopy's extra point is good. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of the blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down, Purdy to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Paulson good on the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun. Give to Hubbard. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. They're going for this. Headed out right. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their handle's forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now.
Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, we called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Decent gain here, but short of the first. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Trying to throw this from the gun. And down it goes. The Bronco defense gets there. Goes to the hurry up here. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They're down to their final one in this half. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here's the snap on 4th. Big gain downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. 1st and 10, looking to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. That's caught at the 25. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. Finds him on the slant. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Get set. 18, what's up? Yellow. Up.
From the red zone on 1st. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Get set. Get set.
Third and goal, Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, his throw. You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but, man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Fields this one at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. Rolling into enemy territory. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. To throw here on 1st down. He's going to push one deep. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half. DJ Moore, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Yellow. Yeah, you. Yellow.
Purdy on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And he takes it down to the 33. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Watch out.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Yellow.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Get set. Get set.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Chiefs get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, Well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. Well, what a giant.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. No doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. This makes it up to the 25. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Quick throw to the left is complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for it here with Hubbard. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They'll run for it, Hubbard. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
The beauty of that execution, Kate, is he didn't even know he was going to get the ball there on 4th down in that RPO. So extra credit for the focus, and even more so for the conversion.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's caught by Hubbard. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And the Broncos corral it. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. This effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. That type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set. Up.
Purdy to throw it. He rolls to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Punt meets him at the 28. Ripping off yards past the 40. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, go!
It's a design boot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
That side is wheeled in by Warren. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
1st down, Chiefs.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard again. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Throw here, 3rd down. Cut out left. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this 3rd quarter. So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. They go play action on 1st down. Catch made. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs making a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Connects on the crosser. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Breakers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down. Purdy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for his back, Travis Etienne there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Get set. Yellow. 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 Come.
To the air again. Purdy. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on four. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
First down and goal to go.
Get set. Up.
They'll run. ETN. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Into the crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said, some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. He cuts it right. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Into the hands of his running back, Etienne. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos with a 10-point advantage. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long, they're going to throw. Got his man, this is no. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
16 yards.
Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Get set.
Now toss it to Etienne. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Oh, look at this. They're making it.
The conversion is no good.
Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Looking to throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He finds him beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout.
That's another Kansas City.
In the red zone now. Has it down close. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. Like you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them, and that should put the finishing touch on this victory.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when you're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Or was that last play a potential drive killer? Let's see. It is second and very long. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's trying to push the field. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play. So it's a win for the Broncos. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.